Good morning children, I'm Ramya, your science teacher, and again I'm back with another new topic, living and non-living things. Before entering into the topic, to understand what is our lesson, I would like to ask some questions to you. Okay? What are present in your surroundings? What kind of things? What can you see in your surroundings? Like if I ask you, if now you are staying at home, right? So in your surroundings, in your home, what kind of things you can see? Like if you say light, fan, chair, table, etc. And along with these things, you are also staying in a home, right? Like you are human beings. And more outside if you go, what kind of things you can see? Like trees, plants, birds, animals, insects. Yes? Yes. Okay? These things you can see. But if now, can you differ these things? I mean, you can say the difference between these things. Yes? You will have this, these things are there now I wrote on the board. And you can now differentiate these things. Like, these are all things. Will they move? No. Will they talk? No. Will they grow? No. Will they give small baby? No. Will they feel? No. But all these things, they will be showing all the things which now I told. Yes? That means in our surroundings on the earth, the things are classified into two types. Those are living and the non-living things. But on what basis we can say that which thing is a living and non-living thing? So today in our class we are going to discuss about how to know what kind of thing is a living thing and how we can classify the things into living and non-living things, on what basis, on what characteristic features we can divide the things into living and non-living things. First we will be starting with the okay, apart from those things we can also see sun, moon, stars, yes, sky, mountains, rivers, etc. Right? Okay, these things also we can see on the surroundings. And now, on what basis we can classify the things into living and non-living things? First one is living things breathe. Living things breathe. Okay? For this, to understand this one, just close your nose. Just close your nose and try to be for few seconds. You try to be in that position for few seconds. So now I am closing my nose. Can I be able to live for a 10 or 20 seconds without taking air inside? No. That means we are taking breath through our nose. We are taking breath through our nose, and with the help of two nostrils openings, holes which are present in the nose, we call it as nostrils. Through nostrils we will take breath, then only we can live. Without taking this breath, we cannot live. So living organisms will breathe. Living organisms will breathe, but how they will breathe? With the help of the nose. All the living organisms will be breathing with the help of nose. Next, living things need food and water. Living things need food and water. Now, after waking up, what you will do? You will have a breakfast. Immediately after brushing your teeth, you take a milk or you will have your breakfast. So, after taking breakfast, is it sufficient for you to be with your breakfast complete day? No. After few hours, again you will be feeling hungry. Yes, again you will be taking the food. But again, along with the food, we will be taking the water also. Without water, can we live? If you observe many animals on the roadside, they will be drinking water on the roadside water. Okay? And plants also, we will be watering the plants and we are also taking the water. That means we need food and water to grow and to get energy. Next, coming to the living things grow. Living things will grow. What is grow? Okay, what is grow? That means if you observe, now we are in a third class, right? First, second or third class now we are. When you are in LKG or when you are celebrated your first birthday, how you are? You are very small. Day by day, as the days are passing, you are growing. That means living things will grow. Not only human beings, small dog, cat, they also will be growing from small to big. Now, for example, I am a teacher now. Okay, when I was in a LK, I mean a 5 years or 6 years age, I am like you. Yes, so as the days are passing, I became big and I became a teacher. Similarly, you will be also growing as your mother and your father and your elders. Okay, plants also. We will be keeping the seeds in the soil. Okay, after daily we will be putting water to it. After few days, what happens? Slowly the plant starts with growing. Small leaves will be coming, stem will be coming, roots will be coming. Just continuously it will be growing. And next one is living things reproduce. Living things reproduce. Living things reproduce. That means living things will be giving birth to the babies. They will have a capacity of giving birth to the babies. If you see now, you are the daughter or son of your mother. Your mother is also daughter of your grandparents. Yes, so and in future you will also become a father or a mother. In this way, like animals also, dog is giving birth to the small babies, right? Small puppies. We call the small dog as a puppies, and small cats we call it as a kittens. Okay, in this way, animals are living things will reproduce. Next one, living things can feel. Living things can feel. That means now in class you are doing mischievous things and you are misbehaving in the class. You are much of noise in the class. So immediately what I will do? I will make you to stand up and what I will say? I will be scolding you. After scolding, what happened? What your reaction will be there? You will be just crying or you will be putting your face very sad. That means you are reacting, you are responding, you are feeling to my words. You are showing some kind of feeling to the words. That I am scolding you, so you are showing a sad moment. It's a sad moment. When I appreciate you in the class that you are very good at studies, you keep on giving answers. Like that, if I appreciate you, what happens? You will be feeling very glad and very happy. Like that, living things can feel. And but how animals how they can show their feelings? Like if you are having a pet dog in your house, you will be having a pet dog, right? So what they will do, immediately you will be coming to the school from morning to evening, and you enter into the home. If that pet has seen you, what happens? It will be just rushing towards you and just catching you, right? That means it is showing some feeling towards you. That means it's feeling very happy that my friend came, who are growing me and who are taking me as a care. That person came. I should show some kind of excitement in like that. It will be showing some kind of reaction, some kind of feelings. And you will be also, if you touch any hot or cold things, if I give you a ice cubes, okay, what happens? You will be feeling very cool. If I give a hot water, you will be feeling very hot. That means you will be showing some reactions that nothing but living things can feel. Okay? In this way, on this basis only, we can classify the living things and non-living things. So, living things will be showing these all kind of characteristics. On basis of this only, we will be dividing the living and non-living things. Now, if you understand this concept, now you can easily differentiate the living and the non-living things. For example, and one more thing, living things will move. Living things will move. Okay? Living things will move. That means you will be moving. When you are small baby, you are unable to move, right? Your mother will be carrying you wherever she goes. So after reaching to 1 year, 2 years, you will be keep on walking by your own. Yes? Now school also you will be coming by your own. Here you are playing, everything you are doing. Animals also will be moving from one place to another place. Yes? Now dog is there. Today here we can see, tomorrow it will be roaming in the other street. Yes? Birds also can fly in the sky. Insects also can fly from one place to another. Plants doesn't move, but they will be showing all these characteristics. So these all are the characteristic features of the living organisms. If any one of this type of thing is there in anything, so we consider that thing as a living thing. Now you can say, you may get doubt, madam, plants cannot move. Okay, but how small babies it can't do? Okay, but how can we say that plants are a living organisms? Like they do not move, but with the help of us, they will be moving from one place to another. They do not reproduce. That means they won't give small babies. That means instead of giving small babies, what then? They will be giving seeds. Seeds they will be giving. That seeds, if we put in the soil and if we add water, if we water that, what happens? New plant will be coming. That is nothing but the reproduction. In this way, based on these characteristics only, we can divide things into two types. That is nothing but the living and the non-living things. Now, if I give some examples, now you will be easily differentiating the which is living and the non-living things. Now you can ask one doubt, madam, fan will also be moving, but why it is not a living thing? Why it is not living thing? It will be moving only with the help of our. If we switch on the fan, then only it will be moving. Until unless it won't move. 100 years also it will be staying there only. Now this chalk piece is there. I throw it down. Until unless with the help of any human being or any animal or anything, this chalk piece won't move from that place. Yes? Now in your house you are having a dining table. Yes? So the dining table is there. In that place only it will be there. Now it will be moving by its own? No, it cannot move by its own. Until unless you pull or push, it cannot move. So the things which show one of this character will be placed under the living things, and the things which do not show these characteristic features will come under the non-living things. Next we will be seeing the natural and the artificial things. Okay, so natural and artificial things are also artificial things. We call it as a man-made things. Okay, we call it as a man-made things. So as I said, in our surroundings there are number of things like examples now: sun, moon, stars, mountains, etc., rivers, etc. Okay, apart from these, again like plants, animals, humans, birds, insects. Okay, and other things like in your classroom or in your home, if you see like fan, table, chair, book, pen, pencil, etc. Few things are there. So, what is natural and what is man-made? The things which are gifted by the God, the things which are given by the God, the things which are gifted by the God. God given the things are nothing but the natural things. What are natural things? God gift things. God given things, we call it as a natural things. That means nature. We can see the things in the nature itself. Okay. So if you take the sun, moon, stars, mountains, rivers, plants, animals, humans, birds, insects. These are prepared by any machines or anywhere. Can we prepare these things? No. Sun, natural, that means already they are present without any preparation. Already they are there on the earth and in our surroundings in the universe. We call it as a natural things. That means God given things. God given things, we call it as a natural things, and the things which are prepared by a man, made by a man are nothing but the man-made things. For example, this is chalk piece is there. Okay? Don't think that madam is saying always chalk piece. You are not there in classroom. If we are in together, I can say in a number of ways. But you are there, I am here. But stay home, stay safe, no problem. I'll try my level best to understand the concept very easily. Okay, so now chalk piece is there. Well, these will be directly we can get in the nature, in our surroundings. No, this should be prepared. This should be made by someone. That's why we call this as a man-made thing. Now fan is there, table is there. Table from where we got, chair from where we got, from the wooden. So wooden directly, that wood came from the tree. Okay, but directly it became a chair? No, we have to make it as a shape of the chair, then only it will become a chair. Until unless it won't become a chair. Who is preparing that chair? Who is making it as a chair? Man only. So, those things are nothing but the man-made things. The things which are present in our surroundings are again classified into two types. Those are nothing but the natural and the artificial things. And in that man-made things are which are prepared by done by the man are nothing but the man-made things. Okay. Now here sun, moon, stars, mountains, rivers. These all are there in the surroundings only. Okay. They won't go anywhere. They are present. This small mountain can become another small, give birth to small mountain? No. Yes, they are present. They are natural. Can I prepare a mountain? Can I prepare a sun? Can I prepare a moon? No. That means these are natural, non-living things. And now human beings, birds, insects, plants and animals are there. What are they? Natural, living things. Natural living things. Again in this natural living, natural non-living. Natural living and natural non-living. That means natural living things are what? Plants, animals, humans, birds, insects. These are also given by the God. Now, if I want to prepare any animal, like I want to design one animal, can that animal will become a non-living thing? No, it will become a doll, but it doesn't become a living doll. Okay? So that means natural things are again classified into natural living things and natural non-living things. This is all about the living and the non-living things, natural and the man-made things. I hope you all understood the class very well. When we gather together, at that time I will be explaining with more examples. Don't worry, stay home, stay safe. Let's have a worksheet now. Okay, here is the small worksheet for you. So, write 5 differences between the living and non-living things. So, what we have to do in this question, you have to write the 5 differences between the living and the non-living things. Make a column, living, non-living things, and write the characteristic like living things grow, non-living things do not grow. Living things reproduce, non-living things cannot reproduce. In this way, you have to write what I told you in the class, like 5 differences you have to write. Next, what are natural and man-made things? Give 5 examples for each. Like, write what are natural. Natural things are nothing but the gift by God. God-given things are nothing but the natural, and the man done, the things which are prepared by the man are nothing but the man-made things. So we call it as a artificial, and you know very well examples. That examples you have to write. Next, give 2 examples of living and non-living things. For living things, give some examples. Not only 2, number of examples you can write, you can give. So give some examples for living and the non-living things. I hope you all understood the class very well. So do the worksheet, follow the worksheet, and soon I will be coming with the revision video. Then we will be having the examination. Till then, bye. All the best.